NASA has just received a signal, one unlike anything ever detected, coming from the direction of Proxima b. The frequency, the pattern, it's nothing we've seen before. What does it mean? Is it natural, or is someone trying to reach us? The James Webb Space Telescope has once again delivered images that have sent shockwaves through the scientific community. This time, its gaze was fixed on Proxima Centauri b, more commonly known as Proxima b, the closest known exoplanet to Earth, located just over 4 light-years away in the Alpha Centauri system. What the telescope revealed wasn't merely a discovery, it was a cosmic alarm bell, a scene so profoundly disturbing it ignited both fascination and fear among astronomers and astrobiologists. Webb's advanced sensors, designed to probe the atmospheres of distant worlds, returned data that painted a chilling portrait of Proxima b, one that defied the hopeful narratives often imagined about Earth-like planets. Until recently, Proxima b stood as a symbol of possibility. It orbits within the habitable zone of its red dwarf star, where temperatures could theoretically allow for liquid water. Scientists and dreamers alike speculated it might harbor life or even serve as a second Earth. Webb's focus was meant to settle questions about its composition, atmosphere, and potential biosignatures. But instead of a serene, life-supporting world, it revealed a planetary environment nightmarishly hostile to any known life. Infrared imaging and spectrographic readings depicted a world scarred by relentless stellar activity. Proxima b's surface appears to be under constant assault from intense radiation storms emanating from its parent star, Proxima Centauri. Megaflares capable of stripping atmospheres, vaporizing surface elements, and obliterating organic molecules. The planet shows no trace of a stable atmosphere, no carbon dioxide, nitrogen, or water vapor, exposing its barren surface directly to space. Even more unsettling were geological structures suggesting extreme surface volatility, dominated by molten plains, vast chasms, and possibly hyperactive tectonic features, more reminiscent of Jupiter's volcanic moon Io than an Earth analog. Some theories propose the megaflares have disrupted Proxima b's internal structure, altering its core processes. More disturbing still, electromagnetic anomalies were detected, strong, rhythmic radio emissions emanating from the surface that don't resemble any natural geological or magnetic activity, raising speculation about unnatural energy mechanisms or exotic matter processes. Though it is premature to claim artificial origins, the signal's cadence defies easy explanation. Webb wasn't designed to detect artificiality, yet its findings leave unsettling possibilities open. Compounding this enigma is the complete absence of biosignatures. No methane, oxygen variability, or spectral signs of organic life. Only desolation. Some scientists suggest any life may have been annihilated by the radiation, while others speculate it may have once existed but was eradicated in a cataclysmic event, perhaps leaving behind unusual reflectivity patterns or metallic compounds possibly of synthetic origin. Though no visual evidence confirms artificial structures, spectral data hint at anomalies hard to explain naturally, fueling theories of ancient remnants. Adding to the eerie nature of the discovery is the realization that what we see is 4 years old, light delayed by distance, meaning if a catastrophe occurred, it has already happened. Proxima b, once a hopeful beacon in the search for life, now serves as a grim cautionary tale. It challenges optimistic interpretations of the Drake equation, suggesting that planets in habitable zones may still be sterilized by violent stellar activity. The psychological toll is significant, shattering the romantic notion of nearby, life-supporting worlds and replacing it with a hellish mirror of planetary collapse. Proxima b's image is not of a second Earth, but a cosmic graveyard, a requiem warning us of life's fragility and the universe's indifference. The nightmare revealed by Webb reshapes not only science but philosophy, forcing us to confront the unsettling possibility that even promising worlds can be undone. Despite this bleak portrait, investigation continues, and Proxima b has transitioned from hopeful candidate to a profound mystery challenging every assumption about habitability. Its proximity now amplifies the terror, its clarity revealing scars, dynamic topography, and a haunting past. Abnormal heat retention, electromagnetic irregularities, fragmented magnetism, and and potential internal decay suggest a planet not dead but in volatile transformation. Gravitational and thermal anomalies point to tectonic activity, hinting at geological violence beneath a lifeless shell. The possibility of external events, collisions, or interventions raises further questions. Other red dwarf systems may hide similar nightmares, their stars' volatility rendering their planets uninhabitable. Webb's observations indicate such systems may be traps, masking chaos with theoretical habitability. If Proxima b reflects a broader truth, the implications stretch far. Our blueprint for life may be incomplete. Heavy element concentrations on its surface suggest exotic origins, possibly remnants of technological activity or catastrophic bombardments. Atmospheric escape signatures, ionized particles streaming into space, suggest a slow planetary death, with Proxima b bleeding its essence into the void. Tidal locking adds to the brutality, one hemisphere scorched, the other frozen, with a narrow twilight zone offering brief temperature respite, yet no evidence of stabilizing climate mechanisms. Proxima Centauri's flare rhythm is another concern. Its increasing intensity suggesting a feedback loop possibly triggered by the planet itself, an entangled system where orbit and magnetic behavior accelerate mutual destruction. Symmetrical thermal patterns on the dark side imply geothermal or artificial origins, unlike any known geological process. And the recent detection of gravitational anomalies, deviations too significant for Proxima b alone, hints at unseen masses or ancient remnants of a lost planetary system, possibly destroyed in a cosmic catastrophe. Proxima b may be the last survivor, a scarred relic of a forgotten era. The Webb's revelations force a re-evaluation of red dwarf systems, exoplanetary priorities, and the rarity of Earth-like stability. Its data, drawn from light, gravity, and spectral fingerprints, tells a story of entropy and cosmic violence, one that leaves us not with hopeful dreams, but with a somber understanding of how fragile and rare life may truly be. And yet, for all the devastation Proxima b appears to exhibit, the mystery only deepens. While the James Webb Space Telescope has revealed a tableau of apparent lifelessness, a growing faction within the scientific community refuses to dismiss the planet as merely a cautionary corpse. Instead, they point to the peculiarities that refuse to conform to natural models. Thermal fluctuations that don't correspond with surface geology, microbursts of radiation resembling artificial signatures, and complex albedo variations that hint at reflective surfaces inconsistent with volcanic or mineralogical expectations. Some argue that the anomalies may stem from ancient technology, machines or infrastructures so aged and deteriorated they now operate like forgotten ghosts, echoing their original functions without purpose. These could be the ruins of a civilization long vanished, its artifacts eroded by time and radiation until only the faintest electromagnetic whispers remain. Others propose a more unsettling possibility, that some form of exotic life may have evolved not in spite of the planet's hostility, but because of it. Life that doesn't rely on water, oxygen, or carbon, but instead thrives in plasma fields, electromagnetic turbulence, and thermal extremes. A biosphere utterly alien to our expectations and perhaps deliberately hidden from optical observation. One of the most compelling theories emerging involves the idea of technoecology, an ecosystem built not on organic flora and fauna, but on networks, frequencies, and synthetic feedback loops. Such a system could easily confound Webb's sensors, especially if its signature mimics background radiation or stellar noise. Even more provocative is the notion that the rhythmic signals intercepted by Webb are not merely relics or byproducts, but active transmissions, attempts to communicate, to warn, or perhaps to deceive. The cadence of these signals has been compared to pulse code modulation, suggesting not randomness, but structured information. Encryption experts have already begun analyzing the narrowband frequencies for signs of compression or pattern redundancy, raising speculative hopes that a decipherable message could emerge. Meanwhile, astrophysicists remain troubled by gravitational lensing events observed near Proxima b, where light from more distant stars bends in inexplicable patterns as it passes near the planet. These distortions suggest not only mass irregularities, but also the potential presence of cloaked or semi-transparent megastructures, concepts once relegated to science fiction, now cautiously entering academic journals as legitimate hypotheses. The idea of a civilization engineering a planetary-scale construct, perhaps for energy harvesting or planetary stabilization, now competes with more conservative interpretations. Proxima b, instead of being an uninhabitable wasteland, might be a massive experiment, abandoned, failed, or still running in incomprehensible ways. This shift in perception has reinvigorated efforts to monitor the system across all wavelengths, with coordinated efforts between ground-based arrays and orbital telescopes now feeding data into AI-driven analysis systems. The hope is that somewhere in the noise, a pattern will emerge, a cipher to a mystery that could redefine not just astrobiology, but our place in the cosmos. What began as a search for life has now become something deeper, a search for understanding in a universe that might be far older, stranger, and more haunted than we ever dared to imagine. But if this signal from Proxima b shocked the world, what NASA just detected on the far side of another star system might change everything. That mystery, coming up in the next video.